Cleveland Browns, Cincinnati Bengals. What you seen today was a head coach keeping his team out of the end zone. We should have probably scored 50 some points. What you seen today was the head coach that coached so badly last week that he cost us another easy win against Pittsburgh. I mean, we got beat by probably easily the worst team in our division, Pittsburgh. A revenge game. They played their best game. They could only beat us by 5 points because of that stupid idiot allowed them to hang around and allowed them. He allowed our offense to sit here. You know what he did? He coached the offense last week like he did when we had a 40-point lead today. Whatever. We just didn't want to do nothing. And it's games like that make me sit back and look at this guy and say, we're 5-4 right now when we should be fucking 7-2. This coach is preventing us between being 7-2. You know, I called it. I said we were going to blow the Bengals out. I knew the Bengals defense wasn't as good as it was. They gave up 405 yards to Mike White last week. The Bengals are the Bengals. And Joe Burrow is Baker Mayfield's son. Baker Mayfield's his daddy. He owns the Bengals. He owns Joe Burrow. They were driving down the field. Burrow played horrible today. Make no mistake about it. He played horrible. He had some drops. And he was being, hey, how about that Jamar Chase? That's a pretty good draft pick, huh? Should have grabbed the lineman. Jamar Chase, you took him out of the game, right? And Burrow don't know how to play. Once you take his guy, Jamar Chase, away, it's almost like Mayfield with Beckham. He don't know how to play without, he don't know how to play when he doesn't have Jamar Chase to go to. He played horrible. Horrible. They took away his number one guy, and he didn't know what to do. The Browns could be doing this weekly, but their head coach is just, late in the game, he started pissing me off. So I knew we'd win. Backs are against the wall. Bengals weren't that good of a team. And Joe Burrow, you know what really his arm is very suspect. Oh my God, it's pretty bad. He played terrible. Mayfield played okay. He made the throws when he needed to. Once again, he could have played a lot better, but the head coach wouldn't let him. You know, the head coach was like, no, I don't want you looking too good. And it's a fact right now that without Odell Beckham, we didn't need Beckham. Odell Beckham killed our offense. He ran his own routes. He didn't run the proper routes. He killed our team. And it's evident we're a better team without him. And it's just Donovan Peoples-Jones is a stud receiver. I mean, the man is a stud. He's not going to match the speed Beckham has, but I guarantee he wouldn't caught that ball on the sideline late in the fourth quarter. That end zone throw to Beckham, he wouldn't have caught that. He wouldn't have caught that, guaranteed. So we've seen the better team, the more talented roster, put a beat down on the inferior roster. We've seen a great coach. We should have beat this team worse than that. And I like to win, but I just go back to last week. We played a terrible Steelers team, and we let them beat us because of the head coach. The head coach cost us an easy win. The head coach cost us an easy win against the Chargers. It mind boggles me how this guy can get in his own way. So, yeah, I'm happy about it, but I expected it. There was no way Cincinnati was going to beat us. They're not as talented as us. Their quarterback's not as good as ours. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, Kevin Stefanski has killed Baker Mayfield. It's amazing that he actually played as good as he did today. If I'm Baker, even if we win a Super Bowl, I'm out of Cleveland. I'd want to go to a coach that's going to let you flourish. This guy just holds you back. And I don't like the fact that he holds our offense down. His play calling, oh my God, at the goal line early in the game, he does this stupid, gives it to Jarvis Landry in the end around, who fucking pitches it. I mean, that could have been picked up for fucking a 6 touchdown other way. Don't get cute down there. That sounded like that one song. Don't get cute, MC Hammer, or not MC Hammer, Young MC. Don't, well, you know what I'm talking about. You young fucking kids probably don't know, but don't get cute down there. Just fucking run Chubb. Mayfield did disappoint me on his first throw at the end zone to, I think it was Njoku. He underthrew him severely in the end zone. And I don't know why. It was a terrible throw. But that throw he made to Njoku in the last touchdown was a perfect strike. Beautiful throw. I thought Mayfield could have played better. But for him to play as good as he did, considering Stefanski takes the ball out of his hand, you can't get in a rhythm. So the Bengals coming off 2 straight losses where they give up, I think, 80 points. Close to 80 points in 2 games, so they're in trouble. They weren't going to do nothing this year anyway, but they got to start looking at that quarterback because he throws an awful lot of interceptions. He had 2 today, no touchdowns. I I see a lot of, you know what it is with Burrow. He's not a bad quarterback. He really isn't. One thing about Burrow, I'll give him credit for. He got a good mind, where he's advanced in that stature. But his problem is he trusts his arm too much. He thinks he can make every throw, and he doesn't have the arm strength to make, like that throw to Jamar Chase that we intercepted. He don't have the cannon Mayfield has. He couldn't fit it in there. Oh, I thought I was going to pick off there, but he don't have the. You see that he trusts his arm too much, and that's going to cause him to throw a lot of interceptions. So, but yeah, they took away his number 1 receiver, and guess what? And he did have some drops now, but that was late in the game. But Burrow looked terrible today. I can't emphasize that enough. He looked terrible. I kept on hearing about how Burrow's this and superstar. Hey, 19 games, like, oh, he's a great player. He's a great player. I don't know. He's a good player, but I don't see great. I don't. But then again, I am the same guy that annoyed Justin Jefferson or whatever his name is, that guy from the Chargers, and he went out there and shit the bed against the Patriots, I think it was, or whoever, or Baltimore. So these young quarterbacks, like I say, Burrow might end up by being great, but I'm not going to sit there and say he's anointing him great now. And but he had a bad game, real rough game. The Cleveland Browns defense is, you know what's funny about the Cleveland Browns defense? I got on it all year because it couldn't get off the field in 3rd down, but it did play great today. I'm not going to lie, it played excellent today. And I wish we got that effort every day of the week or every game from them because we'd be a tough squad to beat. The only thing I am disappointed about, we got a lot of false starts, offsides, a lot of offsides defensively, obviously. And it's just a lot. It was a penalty-marred game. And I don't like the fact that the NFL called down and gave us a fucking penalty for roughing the quarterback. You had no business doing that. That wasn't even roughing the quarterback. If you wanted to call the hit that someone else did, Burrow got a, oh, it's blocked. Burrow had a worse hit than that. They didn't call it. So I don't like the way the NFL called down and did that. I think if it was a close game, I don't think they would have done that. I think they were trying to tell Cleveland to stop harassing Cincinnati, the young guy who's going to take over the league, they think. Because that was just ridiculous. Cleveland just, I don't like that. So I know the Bengals fans got to be disgusted. He says it's basketball season. Because I knew he was nervous. He wouldn't talk about the game, I could tell. And he hasn't talked about Mayfield in a while either. You know why he hasn't talked about Mayfield? I'll tell you why he hasn't talked about Mayfield. He would usually rub it in my face about Mayfield. He sucks, this and that. But you know what it is? I know the Bengals fan. He likes Mayfield. He actually likes Mayfield. He just won't tell me that. But he actually likes Mayfield. I think he fucking knows that everyone's teaming up on him. And he realizes it's not the guy's fault. But like I say, Mayfield didn't play great today. He played good, considering Kevin Stefanski had him in handcuffs. We really have a problem with Stefanski. We really do, because in the red zone, there's no creativity. It's just the stupidest thing ever. It's that play he did, the fucking end around, and it's just so run Chubb. And then we had a false start by Jonas Johnson, and we had a backup 5. We had to settle for a field goal. So, like I said, I'm pleased with the win, but I knew it was coming. Our backs are against the wall. And we have to. The season's wide open. That division's wide open. Even though Baltimore's got the lead right now at 6-2, because they come back. It doesn't matter. They get down. They come back. Lamar Jackson plays terrible. Still trying to prove he's a quarterback, and he's not. And they somehow win. But we have a chance. Our defense will shut him down. Trust me. We play them 2 weeks in a row, 2 out of 3 weeks, and we're going to take over the division then. New England, you're done. Trust me. Daniel Jones, get ready to get harassed. You're not as good as Joseph Daniel Burrow. And you're going to take a beating next week. So I expect the Browns to win convincingly. If we don't win convincingly, we got to fire Stefanski. And Browns fans, you know I'm right. The guy, we won because of that defense today, despite Stefanski's fucking horrific handcuffing of the offense once again. It's just embarrassing. We could have scored 50 points. And let me tell you something. You want to score points like this. You want to score as many points as you can. You want to put your foot on the team because you don't want that other team to hang around like the Steelers did last week and steal a victory. Oh, that was all Stefanski. I told you he was going to lie. That loss there just kills me because we'd be 6-3 right now. And then I think in the Chargers game, we'd be 7-2. And I think in the Chiefs game, we could be 7 or 8-1. But I'll accept 2 losses. But right now, the fact is we're a 5-4 team because our head coach is an idiot. But we'll be all right. New England, ball's in your court. Show them what you got. Oh, by the way, Odell Beckham, thank God that your daddy put that video out because we got our offense back, buddy boy.